Hi you guys, so welcome to Vlogmas day 16. It's another nasty day. It's unfortunate. I think tomorrow should be a little nicer. I never got to show you my ring yesterday. I kind of just never picked the camera back up. I ended up taking a little nap yesterday and just relaxing for the rest of the evening. So that's all that got really done yesterday. Today I'm definitely going to work on picking up my house and getting some Christmas presents wrapped, and I would love to go to Five and Below and just see what their options are because I haven't checked out any of the smaller stores. You know what I mean? I just went with a sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt and a turtleneck today because it's again rainy and cold, and I just do not enjoy the rain whatsoever. It's one of my least favorite weather elements. I hate the rain. I'm not somebody who likes it. I don't think it's cozy. I feel like it's an inconvenience and annoying. So I don't like the rain. But so far, not much going on. I'm going to change my bed sheets. Put new bed sheets on. Very exciting. I'm going to eat some lunch here. And fold some laundry so far. And then, like I said, I'm going to get some stuff wrapped. Okay, you guys, I'm just eating some lunch. I have these goldfish, and I didn't want to make a grilled cheese. I didn't want to have a heavy lunch because I am going to have sausage for dinner, like I said. So I just threw a few goldfish on top to see what they taste like. And it's just a simple bowl of soup. I made it 2 nights ago, and I just love it. It's sweet. It's good. They don't really taste like much. It's kind of like throwing an oyster cracker in soup. Not much flavor, but good. But yeah, I'm listening to the Crime Weekly with Stephanie Harlow and Derek Levasseur, I believe his name is. And I really like him. I used to watch him on that show he did on ID. What the heck was it? I think it was one season where he investigated old cases, maybe. What was it? I don't remember. See, I'm not like somebody who thinks it's comical to have fetishized these things where people are like, oh, I love Ted Bundy, oh, I love Gary Ridgway or whatever. I don't find that very funny. I actually watched the Evan Peters when he did Jeffrey Dahmer, and I went into the case not knowing much, or into the show not knowing much about Jeffrey. I knew he targeted the gay community, and I kind of knew it was Black gay men. I just didn't realize like it was such a double minority. He already was targeting Black men who were homosexual in the, what was it, the 80s, 70s, I can't really remember. On top of some of them having disabilities. It really bugged me watching it. And I remember, I believe it was episode 3, I got to a point where I had to shut it off because it's like, I know people are like romanticizing him, and I'm like, wait a minute, you got to separate the character, Evan, like the actor, from the situation, because this man killed people. Like, wake up a little bit, please. It's disgusting what happened to people. I did continue watching, but there was episodes where I just had to shut it off and kind of take a break from it because it was a lot. My husband did watch it with me, and we both felt the same way. How are people romanticizing and thinking this shit's funny? It's not. I don't remember if I talked about it. I think I did. Where I used to live, a little boy went missing, and they thought he was kidnapped by an ex-male prostitute, or he might have been still prostituting, I don't know, sex worker, I don't know what, had claimed that he was sold into sex trafficking. And I lived there my whole life, and like I said, we had to have vigils, and every time the kid's birthday, the school celebrated vigils and did candlelight things, and it was a lot to deal with. It's tragic. So I don't really take that stuff lightly. I watch it. I always enjoyed watching true crime since way before Oxygen even picked up the true, before Oxygen was a true crime network. back before even ID was a thing. I always kind of watched like Snapped and I Survived, but I don't ever take it lightly. It's very serious, and I don't even know why we're talking about it, except this case that I was listening to really bothered me. And a lot of times they do, and they affect me, especially this case with this UPS driver who kidnapped Athena. I get very, like, of course I sympathize with people that, adults, but when it involves children, it just really, really affects me. So I'm going to eat this, finish listening, go upstairs and start picking up, and then we'll see what else I can get into today. No, probably not much. The weather's so shitty. So we shall see. Maybe if I get to go to, I'm going to try, it's only 10 o'clock, so I'm going to try to go to, Five Below soon, so we'll see if we can find anything. Okay, you guys, so I was thinking, if I have time, the weather's just so dark, I would love to film. If you hear my washer is about to go start again, if I have time, I might film a gift guide, in case you're anyone struggling for gifts. But I wanted to share this. My daughter wanted a really nice blanket, like something that is decent quality. Well, I mean, I personally love cheap blankets. I mean, they're great to have. You can get amazing blankets from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, but I never thought about Bed Bath & Beyond, and I got this for 15 bucks. It's from Bee & Willow. It's a faux fur throw blanket, and it's gorgeous. Now, my idea with this is, obviously, this would be a great gift for anyone. But here's the thing, like, say you have a mother-in-law, or you have a sister-in-law, or a sister, or distant relative that, you know, you're trying to find something that looks high-end but is affordable. Utilize your coupons, you guys. Utilize those coupons. JCPenney, you can get blankets for $10 that are really good quality. 1 year, honey, go lay down. 1 year I did blankets for everybody, for my aunt, for my cousin and his girlfriend. I did beautiful, thick, buffalo check. Is that what the thing is? No. Plaid, I don't know. Heavy blankets. All of them were $5.99 once I used coupons. And that broke it down, you know, I spent 50 bucks and I was able to get a bunch of gifts for everybody. But say you want something and you know somebody loves this. This one was in cream. I would suggest looking. I feel like blankets are always such a great idea. Blankets, duvet covers, you can get really affordable, are nice. I'm just looking over here at some of the stuff. Nothing else there to show you, but like here. These claw clips. That's an amazing gift. And I think I paid $7.99 for all of these. And most claw clips for one is $7.99. I'll link all this stuff for you. This is an amazing, if you have a young woman in your life, early 20s. I'm in my 30s and I love claw clips, and I will be taking a few of these, don't you worry. This beaded, what is it? Wood bead nature, it's called. This is a beautiful gift for somebody, and I think I paid $4.99 for it. You could put this over your curtains, you could put this on your bed. You could do a lot with this. So little gifts like this, I always think you can buy beautiful gifts and not break the bank. There is no excuse for it unless you're looking for something high-end, like you have something special. Like if you really want to splurge and do something special for your mother, say, or your mother-in-laws, if they're very special to you. I don't have that luxury to buy gifts for my mom, and my grandparents don't, they really just, they're elderly, they don't have the money for it. So we don't exchange expensive gifts. Usually I give my grandfather, for his birthday is unfortunately Christmas Eve. And it stinks because you get kind of ripped off even as kids, or the day after Christmas. It's just a terrible time to have a birthday. Or even on Christmas. Could you imagine the poor things? Honey. But I usually make my grandfather a food basket. He loves it. He's very particular. He likes about his snacks. He likes cheese doodles, and he likes trail mix, and he likes nuts. And I make him a big giant food basket, and sometimes I'll get like scotch for him, or just stuff that he'll enjoy, beef jerky. He's a snacker, so I love doing that for him. It's thoughtful. And I mean, how many sweaters can I get him? He's almost 80 years old. He'll be 79 this year. How many sweaters can I buy the guy? And I remember one year my poor sister gave him a thing of loofahs, and he's like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't even know what this is. And because he uses a wash rag, and it's just not for him. So we always buy him a case of beer. We get him a 30 pack or whatever it is of Yingling. He likes that disgusting dark beer that I just don't like. And my uncle goes and buys him like an IPA from a local brewery last year. Whatever he got was so good. And my grandfather, instead of doing Christmas Day, we go for his birthday, and he likes to get drunk, and he likes everybody to drink with him. And he's 79 years old. I think he should get drunk if that's what makes him happy. It pisses my grandmother off, but he's happy, and we eat ham and we give him food, and that's what he loves. And like sometimes my uncle's wife will make him cook him a plate of food, and she'll bring him that for his birthday. And it's just much more thoughtful than a stupid sweater. Do you know what I mean? I mean, how many times I bought him sweaters and ties, and I've even given him gift cards, and he still is just like, he likes it, but One year we got him a grill, and I mean, he liked it, but now he's not into grilling too much anymore. He used to grill every day. Now, unfortunately, when my mom passed away, my grandfather, out of everyone, seemed to have changed the most. Now, I do notice that both my grandparents have changed. And I mean, I'm not saying I understand. I do. But my grandfather, for a couple years, almost stopped living. And then he got prostate cancer. He beat it, thank God. That was so devastating. Oh my God, he got it like a year or two after my mom had just passed away. And it was just, he's the only father I ever knew. I had the privilege of being raised by him, and he was good to me. I mean, he worshipped the ground I walked on, and not many people get the privilege of saying that. He never missed a basketball game. He never missed anything I did. Plays, bazaars, Christmas bazaars, anything with the Catholic Church he showed up for. And to be honest with you, I know a lot of people have issues when they grow up without a father or a mother, but I never even knew I was missing anything, because I never felt that I was missing that part of my life. I never have, and I still just have always appreciated him, and he's done everything. When I needed my 4 front teeth bonded, he paid for it because I had no money, and it was expensive. It was almost $1,000. He got my teeth bonded for me. He gave me his car when I had no car. And the biggest of all is when I bought my first home. I was in a really bad situation, and we needed to get out of it, and renting was just not an option at the time. It's a long story. I can't get into it really, because we'd be here for a while, and I would have to make sure the other person's okay with me talking about it. But he ended up helping me buy that home, which he 100% never had to do. That's just the love that I've had from him, and I've always been very fortunate. So I always try to, he's someone who enjoys cards more than anything. Here I am. I told you guys, I get very sidetracked. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but needless to say, you can buy gifts that are very affordable, that look gorgeous and high end, if you just maybe think out of the box. I know it can be very hard to think out of the box, but here's another one: socks. I love socks. So you can do wool socks, you could do boot socks, you could do cabin socks are a great gift, and you can go right to Five and Below for $5 and get full on. Where are my cabin socks? Hold on, let me show you. Oh, here they are. These were $5, and I've had these now for 3 years, and they're insulated. And even if you gave somebody this and a box of chocolates or a bag of candy, that's a great gift. My aunt always does peppermint bark for me, and I love it. I think it's a great gift. Giving somebody a luxury towel is a nice gift. I do have a ton of gift guides. I will link them all, the playlist for you, because I have some amazing gift guides. Mug warmers is a great gift guide, I think, or gift idea. A towel warmer, that's amazing. Bathrobes are nice. Pajamas, you can't go wrong with. especially for women, like wallets are a great gift. Billfold, like the money clips, or like maybe even engraved money clips are a nice gift. Card holders. And if you want to do something more luxury, you certainly could go to like Louis Vuitton and get a card holder for right around $300, or YSL I know does one right under $400. That's a splurge if you really wanted to do like something special for someone. Books are always amazing. Last year, my grandfather had about 15 books between all of us he didn't know what to do with. Thrifting, finding things that are thrifted. If you have somebody who likes home decor, lamps are nice gifts. I can think of a million things. Home decor of any kind, like these types of things, going to IKEA and picking up these cheaper plants. This whole thing I think was under $10. This would be a beautiful gift for somebody. You could paint this, you could decorate it, you could do anything like that. Candles. Candles is a great one. I personally don't love candles because I have very naughty little boys and a cat that likes to get into everything. Honey, he actually is he's in a doghouse. He's a naughty boy, huh? Okay, you guys, so I just got a package from Sephora. These are all Christmas items for myself. I had like a ton of credit card points. Hold on, I gotta get my cat. Come on. Mom. So I had a ton of points from Sephora. So I just bought myself some stuff to put like in my stocking. I wouldn't have used it except that literally they were points that were owed from that. I guess they were having a problem, and then they expired in February. So with all the stuff going on for their Christmas sales, I figured it'd be stupid not to get a few things to just throw in my stocking. Plus I'm about to start cooking dinner. It is only 2 o'clock, but my husband was home early. He's gonna pick up my daughter, and I'm just gonna get dinner started a little earlier. So I ended up saving, of course I don't have it on this receipt, quite a bit. So I'll show you everything, including samples that I got. Well, these are not the things that I picked out. I picked out different samples, but they sent me a sample of the 7 Virtues in Vanillos Wood. It is pear, rose, caramel, vanilla, rose, caramel, vanilla are all the notes. That's weird. Made with organic fair trade vanilla essential oil from Madagascar, and then eye lift and contour. It's some type of cream. I like to have these little samples. I just keep them in the bathroom and stuff for people, but I think I've smelled this one before. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's very vanilla-y. Hold on. I don't like the smell of vanilla, believe it or not. Like, vanilla is one of my, like, I like patchouli and more heady and woody smells, so I don't really love vanilla. I've never smelled a vanilla that I was like, oh, I love that. This is very vanilla. Again, it's the Vanilla Woods, the 7 Virtues, but I smell, oh, it's vegan, hyperallergenic, and cruelty-free. But I smell the pear. I don't like pink pepper in perfumes, and I don't like this pear. I don't smell the rose. I don't smell the caramel. I just smell like vanilla and pear. And it doesn't smell cheap per se. It's just not my favorite. So I would not purchase that. So I got another one of the Charlotte Tilbury foundations because I literally didn't pay for it. It was basically free for neutral. I've never had a foundation I have loved as much as this, and this is what I'm thinking. I don't splurge on eyeshadow. I don't splurge on like mascaras. I don't splurge on lipsticks usually. A lot of stuff I've found at TJ Maxx, like the when they were having the ABH's liquid lipsticks. So I don't splurge on a lot of stuff. The only thing that I feel like I enjoy splurging on right now in my life, being a little older, is my base. So I don't mind spending more money on my base makeup, like my foundation, concealer, and powders. That's where I really enjoy spending the money. I also had a lot of points, so if you had 500 points, you could get another $10 off. So I got this mascara. I hate the smell, but it is so good. I'm wearing it today, and it looks like I have false eyelashes on. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? It's lasted so long. It's the Lancome Hypnose Drama. I'm not going to open it, but I'll show you what the packaging looks like. It's this one. It's really good. It is really good. I love it personally. So then samples for the 100-point perks maybe. So they gave me I decided to pick the ABH, just their clear brow gel. And this is little, but believe it or not, this will last for quite a while. I've been using the iMethod Beauty brow fluff like religiously, and I can honestly say it's probably one of the best brow products. Look at all these like sticking up hairs. Jesus Christ, they're all broken hairs and shit. Oh God, my hair is so damaged. Look at that. Oh my God. I gotta start taking better care of my hair. And I'm thinking of maybe coming back to it after the holidays and really doing like a dedicated video or short, or even sometime soon, maybe get ready with me, to really like show you how much I love it and how it really works. I didn't use it today, but because I used powder in my brows, I don't know why I did. They turned out okay. I usually always use a pencil. Then I got the Airbrush Flawless Complexion from the Charlotte Tilbury collection because I just wanted to try it, and look how little this sample is. When I saw this for free, I was like, you know what, that's enough where I can get a couple uses out of it. I mean, I'd have to use like a little sponge or something, and that's okay. There's no scent, and it's in One Fair. They rave about this. People rave about this. I never used Charlotte Tilbury till recently, and I understand why people kind of rave about it. So little baby sample, that will be, these are perfect little stocking stuffers. So that's what I'm keeping them for, because often I forget stocking stuffers. So that's perfect. Okay, my dogs were barking. They drive me nuts. They're so yappy, and because they're little, there's like no bass in their voice, in their bark, so it can be almost worse than a big dog. Okay, so I've been recently loving cream contour. Well, I don't contour. I mostly bronze and warm up my face, but I've been loving a cream product. So I saw this in Caramel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a cream bronzer. I'm hoping it's warm. I hate cool tones on me. They make me look pink or gray or even purple, and I don't like the way they look. So I go for a more warm tone. And while I was using the e.l.f., I kind of ran out, and because of all the points and money I had off, I wanted to try something more high-end and just see, because I have no high-end cream products except my blush. Oh, I can already see. I'm gonna love this color. First of all, the packaging is gorgeous. Like I said, I don't contour anymore. I haven't contoured in years. I warm up my face and then I pack on blush because that's what I like. I don't know why this is pulling so warm up here or cool. I don't know if it must be the lighting, but I love this. I just want to see if it smell. It's very warm, and this is in the color, and I love this. It's very warm. It's in the color Caramel. And I think I'm gonna love it. It does have like a little thing on it. I don't want to touch it because it is a Christmas present for myself, but it's very warm tone. So I'll be excited to use this product with you and see how it is. I probably obviously won't dig into it until after Christmas. Oh, come on. There we go. But I love the packaging. I think the packaging is insanely gorgeous. I am glad I went with this. I had the NARS Laguna Cream Bronzer in my cart, and I remembered that I hated the bronzer, the NARS bronzer, like the powder bronzer itself. So this was a 100-point perk, and it's this Soul. I love these little like, what are they called? Luxury samples. The Soul Regenerate hair oil. What I love about getting these types of things is that they give you like enough of the product to test it. I'm still, from that $400 when I was like lost my mind and decided to spend $400 at Sephora, I'm still using those luxury samples of the skincare, and I use them every single night. I use them every single night, and I still have half the products left. So they are really amazing. This is a glass. That's so weird. It smells just like it. If this is good and works nicely on my hair, I might purchase it. I have decided I'm not repurchasing the Bum Bum Cream anymore. And I bought a big bottle of the spritz, and my daughter stole it again, but I'm okay with it because I think I love the smell. Like I like taking a whiff of it, but when it's on my body, it's too vanilla for me, and I don't know why I kept repurchasing it, and I always get like a little headache from it. I found something else I like to wear in the summertime because my spring, fall, and winter perfume is always Flower Bomb, and then the summertime I either go without perfume, or now I love Replica's Beach Walk. That has been my favorite. It's very honeysuckly, and then it was my birthday, so I could pick one of the birthday prizes, and they weren't good this year. They were like kind of crappy, believe it or not. Every other year they've been fabulous. So I got the Olaplex Bond Intense Moisture Mask and the Olaplex Hair Perfector. So I'm not exactly sure what they are, but I've always been curious about what they smell like because people rave. Either people love them or hate them. These are quite decent. So obviously this is a hair mask. Let's see what this smells like. I'm sure it's very salon smelling, or maybe not. It smells actually very nice. Minty, maybe? Oh, of course I love the smell of it. I really hope I don't like the product because they're very expensive. So this is apply to clean damp hair mid-length to end. Use sparingly on the roots. Work through with fingers. Leave 10 minutes. Rinse thoroughly and style. Use weekly for best results. Start with a pump for shoulder length hair. Use more than for longer, thicker hair, less for finer, shorter hair. And then this is the Hair Perfector. Repairs and strengthens all types of hair. And it's funny that I was just bitching about my hair. So this says it's so small. Use one times per week for damaged 2 to 3 times a week. Apply on damp, towel dried hair. I can read. It's just so it's so tiny. Apply a generous amount from scalp to end until hair is thoroughly saturated. Leave for 10 minutes. Longer if desired, then rinse from hair. For best results, shampoo and condition with the Olaplex. Oh, so this doesn't stay in your hair. And I would assume it has the same scent. So those are just a few little things, nothing special. But I know people like seeing. And I'm just going to put all these back in for Christmas. Everything's going to go in my stocking. So I'm excited about that. My daughter might like this because it's, like I said, it's, the more it sits, the less pear I smell. But I wanted to try, I hate when they send me the samples. I try not to be a brat about it, but I hate when they send me the wrong samples because I really, really wanted the, to try the Dolce & Gabbana light blue something. It wasn't the original light blue. It was something else. And I loved, if I don't wear, anytime I get a sample of Dolce & Gabbana light blue, I don't know why I don't just buy it again. I had a whole bottle of it, thought I hated it, gave it away, got a sample of it, wore the hell out of it all summer and loved it. So I regret giving away that bottle. I do that sometimes. I think I hate something and I give it away. So then I tried Replica from Beach Walk and loved it, but I like to mix light blue with Replica. I think together they're amazing. So we're having hot Italian sausage. It is completely thawed out, and I pulled it out of the refrigerator. I have some frozen green peppers that are thawed. I'm going to take these out of the casings, and I'm going to make it like a bolognese sauce and put it over top pasta. I mean, I could show it. It's probably kind of boring because everyone kind of knows how to make sausage, but I'll show you maybe how I make mine. So I will be back in a couple minutes. Tonight I wanted to do a different version of Italian sausage than I usually do. Sometimes I throw them in the oven, crock pot. But today I wanted to take the casing off and make more of a bolognese with it. This is so good, you guys. If you've never tried it this way, I definitely recommend it. You could do Italian, sweet sausage, a mix of both, but this here is hot. I love buying the big packages of these and then freezing them into individual portions. But I just break the casing off. It comes off really, really easy, and I just kind of break it up. And then I saute this till it is completely cooked through. And then when you simmer it, the longer you simmer it, the softer it will get. Here it is. I'm breaking it up. Now, this isn't as easy to break up as like ground beef is. You definitely need a little more elbow grease into this one, but which not too much. It's not like a crazy amount. But here I cut up one bell pepper and one full white onion. It just gives it such good flavor. Now, I don't season my sausage. I don't think it needs much seasoning, but you definitely can. Like I said, I try not to add any additional salt that we don't need to, just till my husband's cholesterol is under control, and this stuff is already very, very salty. So I definitely, you can season to your discretion. I did add a little bit of garlic powder, but I feel like this is so flavorful, and with the peppers and onions, but you do whatever makes you happy. So here it is, almost completely cooked through, and I'm going to simmer it for about an hour once it's all cooked, just so all the flavors marry. But if it's cooked all the way through, you can certainly eat it right away. I did have ragu that I needed to finish up. I used the tomato garlic. Here I am just adding veggies and sauteing them. They will cook down once you put your sauce in. I did the tomato, garlic, and onion, and then I did one called Mama sauce. I had never tried it, and it was something new in my grocery store, and it was actually really good. I do notice that ragu is a lot sweeter than I'm used to. Here I'm just doing garlic powder. It's a lot sweeter. So if you like a sweeter sauce, I think go for ragu. It's not my absolute favorite. As I gotten older, I like more of a savory and hearty tomato sauce. I am a jarred kind of gal. I just doctor them up so they have a little more flavor. I've never made homemade sauce. I would love to. My grandmother does. It's just something that I've never really got into. If you have a recipe or something that you follow, I would love to hear it. But the ragu's okay, but I have just loved Prego, however you say it. That's just one of my favorites. And to believe it or not, I really enjoy all these brand. They're really flavorful for like an 88-cent jar of pasta sauce, in my opinion. Maybe not for everybody, but I really enjoy them. But like I said, the ragu is quite sweet. So in case you've ever tried it, but I think everybody kind of has. It almost reminds me of like Francesco Rinaldi, which I used that for many years as well. So here I am just getting everything stirred up. It definitely needed the extra sauce. Now this pan that I'm cooking in, my husband accidentally broke my smaller version of this. This one is huge, way, way bigger than it needed to be. But unfortunately right now I don't have a smaller pan, but it worked just fine. But I definitely needed the extra sauce. That way it can simmer and just get really flavorful.